In this video, we're gonna talk about an episode of Kim Possible called Bonding from Season 3. In this episode, Kim, Bonnie, Ron, and Mr. Barkin all end up having to spend a lot of time together, even though they don't really get along at the start. They basically find themselves stuck in a tricky situation that forces them to cooperate. At the beginning, you can tell there's some tension between them. Ron has to deal with Mr. Barkin giving him extra homework, which obviously annoys him. And Kim gets mad at Bonnie for messing up during cheerleading practice. Bonnie dropped a stunt because she had to answer her phone, which frustrated Kim a lot. So right from the start, you see these little conflicts happening. Then, Kim and Ron go on one of their usual missions, this time to stop the bad guy Professor Dementor. He's trying to sneak into a secret research lab to steal something important. While this mission is going on, Professor Dementor uses this weird gadget called a Bondo ball. It's a ball that releases a special gas. If people affected by the gas touch each other, they basically end up stuck together and can't separate easily. During the craziness of the mission, the Bondo ball accidentally ends up in Ron's pocket. Later, at school, Ron accidentally sets it off. And surprise, the ones that get stuck together are Ron and Mr. Barkin, and also Kim and Bonnie. So now these pairs who don't really get along have to live stuck together until they figure out how to get unstuck. This is where the episode gets really interesting, because being physically stuck forces everyone to get a real glimpse into each other's lives and personalities. For example, Ron gets to see what Mr. Barkin's daily life is like. He finds out Mr. Barkin spends time as a den mother, like a scout leader for a group called the Pixie Scouts in their town Middleton. Ron even has to join in and participate with the Scouts, doing things he normally wouldn't want to do, like sports and other activities. Meanwhile, Kim spends time stuck with Bonnie and even ends up going on a sort of double date with Bonnie and her boyfriend Brick. Kim learns that Bonnie's life isn't as easy as she thought. Bonnie has two older sisters, Connie and Lonnie, who are pretty mean to her.
I got all the brains.
I got all the looks.
And Bonnie got the rest.
What? Nothing.
Watching her deal with that makes Kim see a different side of Bonnie and understand her more. Wade helps out by giving Kim the location of Professor Dementor. He's the only person who might be able to help Kim, Bonnie, Ron, and Mr. Barkin get unstuck and go back to normal after that whole Bondo ball situation. So, Kim and Bonnie head over to where Dementor is supposed to be, hoping to find a way to fix everything. But things don't go as planned. They end up walking right into a trap that Dementor set for them. Meanwhile, Ron, Mr. Barkin, and the Pixie Scouts get a message from Wade. He tells them that Kim went to Dementor's place but then suddenly lost contact, which sounds pretty worrying. So, deciding to help out, Ron, Barkin, and the Pixies rush over to the same place to find Kim and Bonnie and get them out of trouble. What's really great about this episode is watching Kim and Bonnie start to get along better.
I'm sorry I got you into this.
It's okay. It was almost like fun until this last part.
You know, Bonnie, I feel like I sort of understand you better now. Sort of.
Okay, we walked a mile in each other's shoes and all that. Let's not get all squishy about it.
Usually, these two don't see eye to eye, so seeing them team up is kind of special and feels really good. It shows a side of their relationship we don't see often. They actually work together as a team, which is pretty cool. On the other hand, we also get a little peek at Professor Dementor's plan. It doesn't really work out the way he wants, it kind of falls apart by the end. But through all of this, Kim and Bonnie's teamwork shines. In the end, the group manages to find a formula or a way to reverse the Bondo ball effect, so everyone gets unstuck and can go back to their regular lives. That's basically how the episode wraps up. We already know that Ron and Mr. Barkin's relationship isn't quite as tense or competitive as Kim and Bonnie's, but this episode forces both pairs to do things together and actually get along, which is nice to see. Of course, things go back to normal in future episodes, with the usual friendly rivalries and disagreements, but it's fun and refreshing to see them get along for a change.
We stick together, just like glue.
This is too weird.
Jinx, you owe me a soda.
I don't think so.